back to the Fourth Estate Militia Actual Play. When last we met our intrepid explorers, they were greeted with the hissing of smoke grenades at their feet. What could they have possibly done that would require our beloved GM to look up the rules on Chunky Salsa? It's time to begin episode 60. We'll edge that, because this needs to happen.
There's a pop and a hiss.
Can I run for my life?
You can if you want.
I would like to.
Oh, crud. I will pick up improv and DNI to her. Get out now, grenades.
I mean, if you're just going to run with me, that's fine. I can take the dump, whatever. Well, but I mean, you wouldn't know that. Never mind, sorry.
Yeah, I wouldn't have it. I just know don't touch improv's wires. That's literally all I got.
Well, it's your turn.
So I'm just picking up improv. I will draw another knife, because you never know when you have to stab something while you're holding a comatose Decker. And I guess I'll throw out an observe in detail.
Okay. It'd be a simple action to pick up improv.
And simple for the OID.
Yep. You saw where the canisters came from, but it's hard to tell. Like, there doesn't appear to be anything down there, or not there anymore.
Okay, that will be my turn, because I am saving that last point of edge.
Okay, improv and Horatio.
Oh, well, I'm going to try and get out.
I ran for my life, so.
Actually, I need to roll something real quick. Okay, so yeah, you still go before this thing.
Yeah, I'm getting out. I mean, obviously I wasn't able to get away from the grenades. That's going to suck, but other than that.
All right, so yeah, you're jacked out. Then Horatio. Oh, you also need to take a dump shot. Oh, no, you're jacking out. It's not dump shot. You're not being forced.
No, and I ran for my life, so I'm out of initiative.
Oh, that's right. So, yeah, everybody re-roll. And Juliet, you get a message from Horatio telling you to secure the exit.
Okay. Juliet will be having her outriders mount up again, get a few blocks out to basically keep watch at this point, while the rest of the men load up in the vehicles from the bay and the remainder in the battle.
I have a question, Mr. GM.
Uh-huh.
Given Improv's knowledge of the Matrix, could she have left a data tap attached to the camera?
Oh, yeah.
You know, that way she could be wirelessly connected to it.
I mean, if she wants to be, she can.
Sure.
So I'll give you common sense for that.
Well, if that's the case, the canisters that popped and hissed, this hallway begins filling up with a large amount of smoke. Those of you who have thermal vision, it becomes very hard to see with that. And those of you who have normal vision or even low light, it becomes very hard to see with that. It appears that there's at least 2 different types of smoke grenades here.
Of course there is.
So that would put you at... So if you're at thermal, that puts you at heavy obscure. If you're at normal, puts you at heavy... Well, yeah, just heavily obscured.
That's -3 or -2?
It's -3, I believe. And at this point, you begin hearing a spin up, followed by a burst of ammunition. Kendall, would you mind making me a dodge test, please?
Certainly. Is there any modifier to this?
-10. Or -9, sorry. CFA.
Well, I got no hits on my 1 die that was left.
Okay, you have to soak 12p minus something. Always forget what the AP is on this weapon.
Is this regular ammo or electrical or anything like that?
APDS. AP -8.
Ouch. Let me just confirm my dice pool, because that looks a lot smaller than I'm used to seeing.
Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot a rule on this weapon. That was actually an SFA, so you should have 4 more dice to dodge.
Okay, you want me just to re-roll that?
Yeah, just re-roll it.
That's 2 hits.
So 10p -8.
10p -8. Okay. That's 4 of it. Ouch.
Are you happy with the amount of successes?
I'm not happy with that at all, but oh god, that would mean taking 6 stun. Yeah, I'll use my last point of edge. All right, so that's 7 total that I soak, so that I take 3.
Okay. After the burst of ammunition, you hear something running off in the background, followed by 2 more canisters that land at your feet. And instead of popping and hissing, they begin flashing very quickly.
Mr. GM, could I interrupt to shoot at that, whatever it is, and potentially prevent them from going off?
Oh, you want to shoot the things that they're firing at you?
Whatever fired their grenade.
Oh, this is still their turn. I don't think you can interrupt and just shoot something in their action. Or can you?
It's up to you.
Well, they're not going to run anywhere after they shoot these. So, just be patient.
No!
They fire off 2... You see like 2 dodecahedrons come rolling out, and flashing lights begin going off. If you have flare comp, you're at a -2. If you don't, you're at a -4. And then Horatio, Kennel, or Improv.
Kennel, do you care? Improv, do you mind?
By all means, please, because I am blind and coughing and I'm hurting right now.
Based on the sounds, does it sound like a turret and something else is firing at us?
Yeah.
All right, then in that case, I'm going to split pool. He has low light. He also has thermal. So I'm including the -2 in the penalty.
Okay.
That's his thing.
Well, one dodges. We'll say the one that hits is the one that has the turret.
So turrets usually can't dodge?
Mm-hmm. I said it sounds like a turret.
Okay.
Man, it's a good thing these things don't have a whole lot of soak. You fire off. Again, you hear a yelp, and something falls with a heavy clatter and a splat.
Have we managed to move towards the guy's location at all, or are we basically just
Oh,
getting
no,
shot at?
this is still the same place because you've just now unplugged.
What I was actually thinking was, since I had picked up Improv, and the idea was to get Improv out of there, because she's a smart computer one, and I know Horatio can take care of himself. We had a general idea of where we thought this guy was located. I would like to start moving in that direction if I could.
Yeah, this turn you can.
Okay, I'm still trucking Improv along with me, and basically when I hit the end of my movement, I will drop her, like on her feet, not like throw her.
We'll say a simple action to set her down on her feet, if that's fine with you.
Okay, and if I can, I will throw out an observe in detail.
Go for it.
And are we still in the smoke and the flickering, flashing light area?
What's your speed?
12 for walking, 24 for running.
So are you walking or running? Running, you'll get out. Walking, you won't.
I'm going to risk it. I will run to get out.
Okay. All right. So to hit anybody, you're at a -2. But you guys get away from the flashbacks and the smoke-filled hallways. Around this corner, you see a dog. Well, looks kind of like a dog, but most of its head is pretty much completely metal with a large tube sticking out where its lower jaw should be.
Oh, here comes the fire. Okay, I will put Improv down. And is it within melee range or is it at distance?
It's within like 3 or 4 meters.
Would I be able to throw a kick at it?
Yeah, why not? It'll be nice.
Okay, so can I count this as a charge since I was running?
No, because you stopped to put Improv down.
Okay.
Unless you want to kick it before you put Improv down.
I'm trying to keep Improv from dying, so no, I'll put her down and then I'll kick this thing. So that's going to be a -2 for having run. By chance, do I have superior position on this thing?
Sure.
Even better. Oh my god, what is up with my browser? Apologies, my web browser just went really weird. Okay, so I am using my Pouncing Dragon since I have superior position. So the +2 from superior position will be canceled out by the fact that I was running. I just get a bonus to damage. So let me roll 14 dice, please. And that's with
what's your
reach
reach?
2. It'll be reach 2 with the kick.
All right, so yeah, you connect.
All right. And I have plasteel boots, so that is going to put the damage at, with that maneuver, 11p plus 2 net hits is 13p, no AP.
All right, so yeah, you kick this thing, and despite having the plasteel boots, it hurts your foot. Like your toes just hit the tip of the steel boot of the boots, and like yeah, you lift it up. This thing lands on its feet and seems to be just fine. And you hear like a gurgled yelp whenever you kick it.
All right.
And improv, you've just been run forward and then put back on your feet.
I'm out of the cloud now.
Mm-hmm.
Can I see this thing as well?
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's just shoot it.
I like that solution.
All right, you connect solidly.
Nice.
Any AP?
No, it's just a carbine.
Yeah, you fire at this thing and it hits, tries to stay up, like you see it trying to hold on, and then lays down, slumps over, not moving.
Oh, he went to sleep. He was so tired.
Nice.
At this point, that was 2 of them. One more is going to. All right, Kennel, directly at your feet, a canister lands, and it pops and hisses as a bright orange smoke begins leaking out.
Doesn't right back at you take 5? Take edge and initiative.
Just takes initiative.
Really?
Yeah, you don't have to edge it back at you.
Oh, well then, you know what? I think I might have to do that. Let me double check my pools. Let's see, that is a straight agility 2 to pick it up, and then a throwing test at -2, if I remember right.
Mm-hmm. Got it in 1.
Whew! I pick it up. And yeah, I just chucked that some bish way down the hallway. Like basically the way we came from, where there was already smoke, I want to chuck it that away. Like far, far from us.
Okay. Yeah, like as you throw it, it smells very similar to the last canister that was at your feet.
It's a bad sign when you can recognize these canisters of gas by smell, because you encounter them so frequently.
Okay, something nefarious is going to happen, and then yeah, all 3 of you get to go. You see another one of those dog things a little further down the hallway.
Now, did
Okay.
Horatio run with us?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Someone want to shoot, or you want me to throw a knife at it?
I mean, I'll shoot again. Fuck it, why not?
I mean, I always defer to you guys, so
Not bad. Carbines.
Seriously, I like carbines more and more every time we play.
They are very good all-around weapons. Very good all-arounders. You fire another burst at it. You hit it square on the side. You hear it yelp and roll down, and once again, lie still.
Nice.
Does it appear all targets are down?
Mm-hmm.
I think we should continue on down toward the evil scientist that we were able to track.
yeah.
And would all 3 of you please make me a perception check?
Any modifiers here? Is it visual, etc.?
-4.
And don't forget
Yeah, -4 for visual.
Don't forget the +2 for the PyTac.
Yeah, you get the +2 for the PyTac. If you're using thermographic, you're actually at a -2.
Holy wow!
And then waiting on you, Horatio.
Ah, there you go.
Okay, Kennel, you're the only one to notice this. One of the side room doors opens. It's actually a little bit further behind you. Like you actually, you hear the door open, turn around, and at first you don't see anything, and then what almost looks like a spider's web shoots out of the door. And Horatio, I need you to make me a dodge test. Well, actually, you missed it. So yeah, Kennel, you would see it. Horatio, you don't. I need you to make me a body plus strength test, please. This string of spiderweb shoots past you, hits on the wall, and you see it pull tight real fast, and then just as quick go loose. So would everyone please roll me initiative? Wow.
Good lord.
Wow.
Is that really 25 plus 2d6?
Uh-huh. Okay. So from the darkness of this room, the spider web comes out. And then shortly after, in a very odd, quick, random, light begins going off in the room as it rolls off in front of all of you. And whatever this thing is, like the metal carapace, I guess is the best way to describe it. You see it duck behind the doorway as this flashback is blinding you. And this is much larger than a dog. Much, 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 much larger.
Well, I will happily step forward if nobody has a problem with this.
I mean, I'll give it an CFA if you want.
Well, did it go behind the door or just retreat further into the room?
It took cover beside the door, just off to the side.
Okay, I'm happy to let Horatio shoot if he has a shot.
I'm pretty happy with that, personally.
Bravo.
He is going to edge that. Actually, no, he's not. He's just going to soak it. What's the damage on that? 17p minus 3?
Yes, that is correct. I'm sorry, 16. He can only keep 8.
All right. Whatever this thing is, you shoot, and what should have done quite a bit of damage to it, all it does is just throw this thing's shoulder forward, and it immediately snaps it back, almost like a puppet, like a marionette puppet would. So, kennel or improv?
Are we taking any modifiers for the flashback yet?
Mm-hmm. He activated it inside, and then rolled it up to you guys.
Okay. So that would be a -2 to me, since I have flare comp.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And we get the +1 for that. Okay. Well, the best thing to do when you don't have any edge left is to throw a high explosive hand grenade into a room, I think. And with 7 hits, it goes exactly where I want. I'm trying to ricochet it into the room so that it basically goes behind the door.
And what's the fall off per meter?
For high X, I want to say is -2. I am pulling it up right now. Yes, the fall off is -2 per meter. It starts at 16p, AP -2.
All right, so this thing's 4 meters, so it falls off 4 damage per bounce. And it would bounce 3 times, 4 times. Yeah, so he basically has to soak 34, 36 damage. We'll go with 36.
Jeez.
The explosive goes off, smoke and dust rises out, and you hear something heavy hit the floor. Well, something very, very heavy hit the floor.
Kendall does his best to look cool and not cough with all the smoke coming out of there.
So, improv.
Is this thing on the Matrix?
Uh-huh.
Okay, let's try to spike it.
Stop ruining my fun.
I'm not shooting this thing with a carbine. Let's be real honest.
No, why not? It's actually not. It's not just one single entity. This is dozens of entities here.
Oh, we're fighting a swarm. Okay. All right. Is this a swarm?
No.
Oh. Okay. Well then, then that would have been a fork spike. Might as well hit 2.
It's device rating plus firewall, correct?
Well, it has to dodge first. So that's firewall plus int, or device rating. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to edge that one. I don't want this guy to go down like that. All right, got 5 successes. Forgot the greater than 5.
Okay, so that's on 1. What about the other one?
Oh, right. Yeah, I'll spend his last edge.
All right, I take 1 matrix damage. Ow.jpg. But we're an AR, so it's fine.
All right. Ling where it's at, it sticks its arm outside of the door and lets loose with a suppressive fire.
Okay.
That is, I believe, 12p plus 4.
Is this the whole hallway?
Yeah.
Oh, that's dirty.
That is super dirty. And this is there's no modifier, just reaction plus intuition?
Yep.
Reaction plus edge.
Reaction plus edge. I'm sorry, I meant to say that. Ugh.
God. Okay. I think all of you got hit. I'm proud of that.
I mean, it's enhanced suppression.
Oh, yeah.
You're pretty much
it
guaranteed
should.
to get hit.
He was hoping to cause a little more, like, oh crap, we can't see, we can't do anything. And then, no, you took out all of his fire support.
Oh, God, soaked it all.
This worked out a lot less effective than I thought it would, which makes me sad. So I don't think anybody went down there.
I soaked it all. That's amazing. I love being a troll.
I'm pretty sure I got knocked down. Yeah, I did.
All right, so y'all's turn.
Oh, well, I'm knocked down, so it's on you guys.
My apologies, I'm running a little bit slow right now. If I wanted to take
Yeah.
an action, do I take a negative modifier to that? Or do I just have to re-soak the suppression?
Even if you soak the damage, you still have to deal with the suppression.
Okay, but I mean, like, if I wanted to throw another grenade or something like that, would I have to... What's the modifier on that?
A 7. Well, then a -2 for the... So -9.
Yeah, that would not be good on
Let me-
on that many dice.
I'll go first in that case.
Okay, I'll let it happen this one time, but don't get used to it.
You guys got rid of his grenade launchers. You got rid of his Vindicator. Now you're making him go out like a chump. Which makes me sad.
Hey, at least I didn't pepper punch him. I just threw an HE grenade in there.
This was going to be all some sort of dramatic thing, but no, you guys have made him look like a wimp, which sucks.
That's actually -9.
All right, so you hit. He's out of edge. And I'm not going to make him burn. That's not fair. We'd be here all day if that happened.
So that's 12p minus 3.
All right, yeah, he's still up. Pain editor, pain editor. Kennel, or improv.
Okay, so he is down currently.
Yeah, he's literally just got his forearm stuck out in the hallway, just letting loose from his hand.
Okay, so if I were to, I don't know, charge, and since he's down on the ground, I have superior position, kick his arm and with the attempt of ripping it off of his body, I would take a -9 to my attack roll, if I heard correctly.
Yep, and you gotta soak the damage again.
So basically, if I stay in my position and I do something from right here, I just take the -9, but I don't have to soak the damage again. Am I
Yeah.
hearing- Okay. Well, since I have this lovely Lone Star Remington 995 shotgun, never mind, I actually don't have enough dice to shoot that. Okay, we'll chuck a knife at him. Because that's literally all I can do. And on 3 dice, I got 1 hit with a throwing knife. So much for that.
Sorry. I mean, it is what it is. Improv.
Let's try to spike 2 things again. What's my OS right now?
Honestly, yeah, I quit keeping track of it after you left the last time, so I have no idea.
Okay.
We'll just say 20.
Sure. Rep. I should just start shooting him at this point.
You're not going to damage it with 40 soak.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you hit 1 spike.
Okay.
Okay, so you brick it.
All right.
Can you roll me a D10?
Sure.
If you get a 1 or a 10, something major is going to change.
Hey.
that looks
Okay,
like a 1.
do you want to brick its arm, or do you want to brick its move-by-wire system?
What's it holding in the arm?
That's the arm that's shooting at you guys.
But what gun is it using?
A Mossberg. It just emptied out everything to suppress you guys.
I'll just brick the arm. Never mind. We have to stop just hosing us with that thing. Because we might not make it to the point where reduced initiative matters. So I'll brick that.
The suppressive fire stops.
Oh, yeah.
And the hand that was there, or that was previously aiming out at you guys, goes limp.
Does that mean the suppressive fire ends?
Yep, no more suppressive fire.
And that was 7 dice.
Mm-hmm. For this thing's action, it's going to use a free action to draw something, activate it, and lob it around the corner. A small round object gets lobbed in the middle of all of you.
Oh. Is it time for another right back at you? Oh.
Up to you guys. And that's its turn.
Uh,
It doesn't take edge, right?
Nope.
No, just
Okay,
initiative.
So for your perspective, Kennel, with 40 soak dice, you're never going to damage it with a knife.
Yeah. I'm looking at doing another grenade. It's just when I don't have edge, I always worry about scatter.
In that case, I'm going to do the right back at you. We'll edge that because this needs to happen.
Yeah, bouncing damage with frag grenades isn't fun.
So it doesn't work.
All right, could you roll me I think it's 2d6?
Sorry, guys.
It's okay. Don't worry about it.
Well, I tried to kill Juliet, and she wasn't nice enough to die. So I gotta try to kill at least one of you guys here. Okay, so you got an 8. So with where you're throwing it, it's going just slightly off to the right, which would actually be in his direction. So it goes 1 meter directly off to the right. Yeah, so it basically lands right at Kennel.
Is it any way I could just make it like hold it and make it explode at me?
I mean, you could jump on it, but then you're going to deal with the entirety of the soak of it.
I don't have edge, so other than
Yeah.
one. So can I do that?
If possible, Mr. Jam, I'll just do the right back at you action, but throwing it back towards the room if I could.
If this doesn't work, Horatio, I'll let you use your edge to protect the principal.
That's 2 edge. I don't have enough.
I'll let you do it anyway.
All right, we got the agi test.
All right, so you got it picked up.
4 hits to throw it in there.
Okay, and you get it in there. So improv. That would knock Kennel out of initiative.
Okay. Right now the grenade has been pushed back, right?
Yes.
Oh, let's just make sure. Rip.
On this thing's turn, it tries to stand up. It fails to do so because explosions. The previous one was bad. This one's worse because frag grenades bouncing. The term Chunky Salsa would apply, except it's mostly metal instead of blood and guts and ichor. This is mostly oil and shrapnel get flung out the front of the doorway. Whatever that thing was, it is still lying there. Well, pieces of it are lying everywhere.
And with that, we can say goodbye to our runner's sense of innocence. Because next episode, we find out just how mean our beloved GM can be. Thanks for listening. We'll see you next week.